Hello everyone, this is Tazjaz here and we're back into the medieval city. You can see that we've built the towers on top of our villager trading hall, and you can see that we're progressing the walkway all the way around it with all the structural support below. You can see these towers are made from 3 levels, each 8 blocks high, and we will make this into a sort of a bedroom located within it, but later down the line for different people to live in. We will first start on doing the detailing. As you can see in the ground, we've put this netherrack detailing with cobblestone elements. I started on working out each floor and trying to get a consistent style throughout the build. You can see that I'm trying to put some sort of balcony on, so if people had elytras they can fly in from above, and they have their own little room that's up in the sky with beautiful views over the city. As we're panning around, you can see we've done this walkway all the way around the build. You can see it's the nether brick slabs, and I'm using the bricks as cantilevering elements which are supported below. You can see these supports underneath, and they're supporting from the towers. It's something that I try and do when I design something and want to do some sort of cantilevering elements, that to make it believable you have to add these supports underneath, just so that it doesn't look like it would just fall off as if it was built in real life. But panning back to the tower, you can see that we've tried to work out a design using nether brick. Nether brick is used in the fences, the slabs and stairs, which is above and below the openings. You can see we've put little balconies on with fence posts as well. This has given me an idea of what we can do with these towers, but then I need to work out with the roof of how it will look, because if the roof of these turrets don't look in style with it, then I'll have to change how it looks and work it out later. But panning up, you can see that we've used cobblestone, netherrack, but later down the line I will change up some of these materials, but the design remains fairly similar. You can see just looking up that we've tried to do some sort of vertical elements, and on each level trying to do some sort of horizontal elements. And that's kind of the design of the tower that I want to keep. But next level, basically I worked up a roof design that I was not happy with, and I had to tear it down, re-edit it. Soon we'll just jump into the finished one of the towers I've designed, but once I'd built it I found out I built it too wide, so it looks too big. So we're going to tear it down, but we're going to use that as a precedent for the other towers, but we'll make them smaller using similar materials. Here is the tower. As you can see, it's a little bit too wide for the building, and you can see that the materials in that is something I want to use, but the problem is it's just too big. You can see how large it is on the structure. So what I'm going to do is keep this here, and next to it I'm basically trying to work out a smaller design using similar materials, because I do like using the nether brick material with the black stone stairs. But you can see I'm sitting on the right hand side trying to work out a size. I made a design here, but I will tear it down because it's just too small. This happens over the course of what was the stream on Twitch, and I then had to change it, make it bigger, trying to work out a radius that looked in proportion. So I made a size, flew away, tried to see if it looked good, because I had spent too much time on that bigger tower, and because it's too big it will have to be torn down. basically panning out the inside how long we've actually taken to do all of this stuff and how it was to tweak it. I'm currently looking at basically putting some sort of some lighting in between that will shine down. But as I'm changing all of this up, we'll jump inside and we'll give you a quick tour of the interior of what we're currently working on inside. So panning down, you can see this is the central stair. We're going to add another level up here on top of these beams, although I want to build the towers first to work out how they will look. But panning down, you can see that we've basically used these slabs, this wooden slab design that wraps all the way up. This 2-block high area here is for pistons, which will be supporting the level above for the traders above to allow them to go down. And then we'll go down and show you what the next level is. Currently we've got 3 floors in this of villager trading. There's only, I think, 2 of them currently in use and 1 of them which will be used in future. But I've designed it so that there's openings outwards so people with elytras can fly in onto the staircase and then navigate up and down to the correct villager they need. You can see here, this one's still a work in progress. The cobblestone slabs are the things that sit in between the villagers so villagers can see one another, and then we'll have to do the supports all the way around. You can see I've added glass as well on each level in the same location throughout the floors so that natural light can come in through the roof and come down and light the rooms. I noticed that using lanterns wasn't enough to make it seem more kind of natural light, so using the combination of natural light and these lanterns just make it a little bit more nice to be inside and trading. You can see this consistent pattern of these stairs, the slabs, and then that way on each slab that connects to this structural column, you can then add a lantern underneath so as you run up it provides enough light. So you can see here I basically continued the lights, the glass going down, and this is where the pistons will go. The staircase is one of those designs I need to work out later down the line because it is quite a challenge to get it looking nice and make it look functional, but also the interior and do the decoration inside to make it appealing to run up. And then this is basically the second floor here that we've near enough finished, although some of the villagers have despawned because I hadn't traded with them and I was unsure what the trades I wanted them to be. So because we've done the design where there's a walkway above, it makes it easier for us to get new villagers and import them in. You can see here what I did about the lanterns, that these lanterns sit on each connecting element, and this just lights up the hallways so that no creepers or anything can spawn on the stairs. Panning outside, we'll go have a look upstairs and we'll have a look at how I've progressed with the tower design. This took me a lot of iterations to change and alter, and this is kind of what the final design will look like. You can see the area around it is still under progress. Hopefully once we've done these towers and a design for it, we may go and work on the gatehouse and surrounding buildings. You can see here we've put lighting underneath so that it lights the tower, and we've made the tower a little bit more in keeping with the shape of the turret. Using the same design of the nether bricks and then the black stone on all the corners, as you can see. It gives you that sort of contrast between the red and the black. So if it was solid red, it just looks too plain, whilst adding those darker elements kind of emphasizes it. You can see that basically I've done this right one, and I'll show you in a second basically doing it from scratch on the turret to the far left. And I had then put a large tall stack of netherrack fences that I had thought of putting a flag on, but I think that the size of it is too big, so I'll probably reduce it down and remove the flag. And that's basically the tower complete. You can see how I've designed it there and how I leveled it up, so feel free to take any of this on board and build it in your own little towers. But it's always about getting the correct proportion to the tower below, because you don't want something too small and look like a weird little top roof to it, but you don't want it too big because then it just looks overpowering, and it's just trying to work out these sizes. But you can see here that those lighting is lit from above and below, and panning around you can see how these towers look. You can see the left one being too big whilst the right one being the perfect size. Later down the line I will have to do the one in the far distance and then remove the one at the front and replace it with the smaller one. But you can see here that the tower design is slowly getting there. The front of this design is a bit too similar with the rest of it, so I may have to change it out and I may use some blackstone. But you can see the tower, basically how the castle's looking in the city, how overpowering it is, how I've done it high rise, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to leave me a like and a comment below. Have a nice day everyone. Goodbye.